G'day guys, how are we? I'm doing the monthly review, but live but audio format. Something a little bit more different to what I normally do, and because last previous 3 months I've done pre-recorded, so and also too, this is going to be a bit of a dry run too, to see how things go with the podcast. And g'day, mate. How you going? And I've been able to do that and talk at the same time, which is good. But yeah, so this is a bit of a dry format as well for the podcast. I just want to see how things pan out with all this, and I can answer your questions while I'm talking at the same time. And so hopefully the audio is coming out all right there, guys. Um, but yeah, mate, I'm pretty good actually. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I wasn't too sure if I was going to do this today because uh, I've might have been going up to the Gold Coast, but yeah, couldn't afford that, so I won't be going there. Lucky because they've got storms up there at the moment. So, but yeah, so we'll get a bit of a start on this because I've done a lot of videos over the past September for the monthly review, and yeah, so the first video I did was episode 10 of Officer Train Station, which currently I'm doing a series which will be which is already featured on my channel for the we'll get it right in a minute. The suburban station and trains, which is pretty good. And but yeah, officer station, yeah, very small station. Um, but yeah, it's not a bad station. That's on the Pakenham line, and which is not too bad. But that's going to be an ongoing series, so it's not like it's going to be a one-off series. That's going to continue right through to next year. So we'll give that a bit of a try and see how that goes. I've got plenty of more of those videos coming up, obviously over the next month, and we'll hope you've been liking the series too. Which give the thumbs up on that one. The next video is the Ros Reserve walkabout in the special event playlist. Now, I know I've done that quite a few times, but this was a walkabout I did, and I've got another walkabout which is in Dandenong Park, which will be coming up over obviously next month. And yeah, I actually thought it was quite good, something different. I'm trying to expand my well talents on video and so forth. So hopefully you liked that one, the Ros Reserve walkabout in the special event. And then the next video I did was the Westall Depot and Springvale Oval with a drone footage. That was pretty good. I did that very early August, I think, and that was quite good. And I really enjoyed doing that video because one, I hadn't been there before with the drone, but I did a lot of video underneath the pedestrian bridge there at Springvale, and that was quite good. And g'day, Sam. How you going, mate? Nice of you to join in, mate. I really appreciate that. And but yeah, it was quite good doing that. I really enjoyed that doing that video, and it was quite popular actually that video. So yeah, and then number 4, which is episode 11 of Cardinia Station, I did, and as I said before, it's a ongoing series. Cardinia Station is a fairly new station. It's been around for a few years, but yeah, it's a pretty good station actually. I don't mind that, and yeah, it's really good. What has been my favourite heritage tour this year? This is Sam asking me this particular question. Um, well, I haven't done too many, to be honest with you, mate. This year, there's a few I missed out. Obviously, obviously the highlight of it's been the last 3 weeks, which we will get to talk about. But I can't really say what ones have been my highlight or not at the moment. I know a lot of you have been doing a fair amount throughout this year. So, and of course, there's been other issues on the train line. There's been a lot of construction work and stuff like that. But for saying what you're saying there, Sam, I don't really have a favourite per se at the moment. So, but yeah, but the stations ones I've been doing have been quite good, which is really good. The next video, number 5 on my list, is the water reserve in Lyndhurst, and that's a drone video. And yeah, that was quite good. That video, I actually did that with the Mini One, not that particular video, but the Mini One I did in 2021, and that was quite good. And so a lot of the videos I'm redoing because I didn't put them up on YouTube. So I did a lot of social media stuff at some point. So now I'm excited for Stony Point steam train. Stony Point. Oh, I didn't know about that one. Yeah, no, I didn't know about that one, Sam. I'll have to definitely look into that one. But yeah, I'll have a look see on their website on that one, mate. But yeah, so that was a drone video, and of course number 6, episode 12, Pakenham Station, which is currently under construction. Um, and that video was pretty good. I actually went there on the weekend just to have a look. I was able to get a video footage with my drone, but it wasn't for too long, unfortunately, because I had a lot of birds chasing my drone, which wasn't really good. I didn't want to lose my drone if one of the birds had hit it and the drone fell in the construction area. So it wouldn't have been really a good idea for that. But oh, thanks, Sam. Much appreciate, mate. Thank you. Yeah, so but the Pakenham Station one, yeah, that was I did that a while ago. There's a lot of videos, a lot of backlog videos I need to get rid of. So, but yeah, that was pretty good, that one, and I enjoyed doing that. The next one, number 7, the Robert Booth Oval in Dandenong, another drone video. Another video I did of that with the Mini One on social media in 2021. And so this is a rehash of the same oval, but this time I was able to do it with the Mini 2, which was quite good. Episode 11, Nanangoon Station. Now, some of these are not in order because I had to do a backlog of videos I couldn't do one particular day. So Nanangoon Station, that was a quite good station, another modern type of station. And now this is, it's not actually, I actually misread that. Episode 1, that's part of the country service. So that's a new one. It's in my playlist, the country. I think it's a country playlist. So yeah, I was able to do that. That was pretty good. I actually last weekend I did an aerial shot of Nanagoon Station. So look out for that one. That won't be out for a little while. The next one after that is Moorabbin Airport. That was a special event during the day. Now, I did Moorabbin Airport the same time I did the snow train. So I was actually waiting for the snow train to come back from Gippsland. And anyway, I thought, oh, I'll just go to Moorabbin Airport, and I did some filming there. It was actually quite brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And um, yeah, so it was really good. There will be another Moorabbin Airport one, a Twilight one, coming up on in 2 days' time. So look out for that one, guys. It won't be a worldwide premiere. It will be just an ordinary release. So that moves me down to number 10. I've got 17 videos to just to have a chit chat about. The Right, number 10. Singwell Victoria, Ashburton shuttle runs. Now, this is the first of three I did over the course of the month. And this is with the Tate set with the steam train. Now, I think you guys know, I know everyone has different opinions about the Tate set with a steam train. My opinion is I actually prefer the two steam trains with the vintage carriages, not with the Tate set. The Tate set can sit alone and things like that. But yes, it was a pretty good tour, mate. The last three tours have been very good, actually. I don't mind them, but I just prefer the steam trains on their own. Ashburton was quite interesting. I've never done. Yep, thanks, mate. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, the Ashburton ones were interesting because it was a festival there, and they decided to run those type of trains there. And I hadn't been on that line before. That's another train line I'll end up doing in the suburban network in the playlist. And yeah, it was quite good. I didn't mind it. It was a bit of a hit and go miss because I'd never been there, never really scouted the other spots, but I was able to pick up one spot with the train bridge, and that was pretty good. Yeah, okay. I was a bit disappointed with the Glen Huntley shuttles as Seymour Victoria promised to Kate. Yeah, yeah. Yes, that was a bit of a problem. I'll get to that one in Glen Huntley shortly because that is part of my monthly review, mate. Oh, hello. G'day, Robert. How you going, mate? Good to see you on board, mate. And oh, okay. So you've been there. Yep. No worries. Cool. Thanks, mate. Yeah. So anyway, the shuttle was quite good. Got episode number 11, 12, and 13, or episodes 13, 14, 15. Oakley Station, Hughesdale Station, and Noble Park Station, part of my suburban chase around the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. And yeah, and again, it was pretty good. I didn't mind doing the Oakley one. Oakley, never done it before. A very old-fashioned station. Hughesdale's very similar, very old-fashioned. And Noble Park Station. Now, Noble Park Station was a shortened type of video because I couldn't access inside the station because you need my key ticket and all that jazz, which I don't have. So there's going to be a few stations I may miss on certain lines because I can't access them. But if I could do an outside VO and things like that, that would be really good. And so we'll see what happens there. Okay, mate, how you going? Didn't realise you were there. How you going? Welcome aboard. Um, as I said before, I go on to any other the Glenn Huntley steamroll. Yeah, for the late people who came on board, yeah, this is a bit of a dry run for a podcast type of program I may want to do in the nearby future, and I just want to get people's opinions on that. How all this first one, well, it's not first one, but it's a bit of a dry run. So, and it gives the opportunity people can come on board without showing their face and things like that, and just do what I'm currently doing right now. So it could work to my advantage and everyone else's advantage. And we have Train Tracer Jess here. G'day, mate. Welcome aboard, mate. And thanks for joining, mate. So yeah, so we'll have a little bit more of a chat about that shortly. Moving on to number 14 for the month, Steamroll Victoria's Glen Huntley Shuttle Run. Same thing as Ashburton. Yes, never been to Glen Huntley before, even before the old station got pulled down. The new station, yeah, it was okay. I didn't think much of it. Personally, I think it was a bit of a rush job. But anyway, that's my opinion. I know everyone else has different opinions about it. Sam's just asking me a question. Are you going to film at the station between Caulfield and South Yarra? Yes, mate. I started doing that a little while ago, and that those videos probably won't be up for a little while because I still got to finish that section off to South Yarra, and so that might be a little while down the track. Excuse me for the punt, but just saying, being at the old Glen Huntley station a few times. Yeah, I hadn't been there. I've probably actually driven, been on the train at some point many years ago. But for the new station, yeah, no, I just don't think it's really a spectacular station. And yeah, you haven't seen the new one. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you weren't doing those shuttles, were you? Yeah, it's an okay station, but I wouldn't. The outside of it's pretty good, as you could probably see in my video. I don't mind the outside of it; it's really good, but I just don't think much of the station inside itself. And are you going to do train spotting for Polar Express? Yes. I will be doing the Polar Express probably this year. Train of Lights I won't do because I've already done it. It's a bit like the Climax train. I've already done that, so I don't have to bother doing that again for quite some time. And yeah, but the Glen Huntley one, it was a successful day up to the point where the last shuttle went through because they had a few troubles with the overhead on the Tate set. My opinion about that is I reckon there was an issue with the steam train with all that crap coming out of the stack there, hitting the overheads. And that's one of the things I heard one of the guys mentioning about when I was at Moyalloc Station for the last shuttle run for the day. And so yeah, and that's another issue in itself, to be honest. That's why I keep saying to people, it looks good having the Tate set with a steam train, but I just don't think it's such a really great idea. Um, Anyway, we'll move on to number 15, episode 16 of Westall Station. First time I've been to Westall Station. That's, for anyone that doesn't really know, that's on the Dandenong, Pakenham, Cranbourne line. Yeah, and that was pretty good. And I'll just let the guys talk there amongst yourselves there at the moment. I'll just go get through this. And yeah, Westall Station's pretty good. I don't mind that. I actually picked up a piece of coal when I was doing the night one for the snow train, and that was pretty good. That was awesome, and I brought it home with me. But yeah, that was pretty good. And then the recent videos you would seen just recently, saying my dad used to work at factory next to Westall Station. Oh, that must have been a long time ago. Yeah, I'll get to that, Robert, shortly about that. I'll have a quick chat about that shortly. But yeah. Anyway, getting back to what I was going to say. Number 16 video, which is the Melbourne sunrise over Noble Park. I did. Got up early for that one, and that was an awesome video. I got actually high praise with a lot of people, especially over in the States. They really enjoyed the video and the photos I took too. I got put on one of those special lists for an awesome photo I took. Yeah, and it was pretty good actually. I didn't mind that, and but yeah, good video. I hadn't done the sunrise for a while, and but yeah, it was pretty good. And getting down to the last video, which you would have seen just in the last few days, or last 2 days or so, Steamroll Victoria, the Dandenong shuttle. Yeah, that was pretty good. That's been on my radar for quite some time doing that. I really enjoyed doing that video. Thanks, mate. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it was a good video to do. That sunrise there, mate. And yeah, the Dandenong shuttles were really good. I really enjoyed doing that last weekend. I scoped out a lot of spots and the ones that were going to be practical. And yeah, and I reckon they turned out pretty well, the Dandenong shuttle. No issues with the Tate set this time. And tonight at 7 p.m., I think I'll go down for 7 p.m. I actually did an aerial shot of that Tate set and the steam train on Saturday at Monash Drive in Dandenong South. So keep your eyes out open for that one. The video's just 3 minutes long. It's coming from Limbrook station going towards Dandenong, and yeah, it was pretty good. It's actually one of the first times I've able to get the drone up to do a steam train or a train event for quite some time. So yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed that. So keep your eyes out for that one. And okay, I'm just going to look up on the chat here. Didn't get to see James last weekend. No, you didn't get to see me last weekend because we were at opposite ends. I think you started at Cranbourne, I started at Dandenong, and we probably drove past each other at some point, Jess, but yeah, we didn't get to see each other, unfortunately. And Sam's saying it was the first time went to Cranbourne line. Yeah, it's a fairly small train line, and as I said in the intro, it's the first time in 20 years a Tate set had gone to be on the Cranbourne line, and the first time ever both the Tate and the steam train being on a dual line on that. So that was pretty good. And yeah, I don't know about that one. I might do that one. We'll see how we go on that. But I will get to have a bit of a chat about the month of October. And welcome aboard, mate. So good to see you. I hope the weather's good up there in Darwin. It's not too bad down here in Melbourne at the moment. A little bit breezy, a little bit cool. It's supposed to be 29 degrees on Saturday down here for the grand final. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting how that's all going to pan out between Collingwood and Brisbane Lions in the AFL grand final. But yeah. Oh, you're in Brizzy. Ah, yes. Okay. My wife's in at the Gold Coast. She was lucky to get in there because she just got in there with the just before the storm hit in the Gold Coast, and she texted me saying they were lucky to get there. And then I just happened to see on Facebook not long ago that the Brisbane Lions can't get out of Brisbane because the airport is shut down at the moment due to those storms up there in Brisbane. So yeah, it's yeah. I checked the radar and I saw that and I thought, yeah, gee, it's stormy there. Um, but anyway, well, I'll just quickly go down the chat here. Shuttles in game 19 push start. Yeah, yeah, mate. I think that's how it worked out. Yeah. So yeah, it was not a bad day. I didn't mind it. It was quite good. It'd been on my radar for quite some time, and I really wanted to do that for a very long time. I'm actually hoping they may end up doing the Belgrave maybe next year. That's another wish on my list to do a Belgrave one out there. Storm's clearing, so they'll be out soon. Yes. Yeah, I checked the radar not long ago and I did see that, mate. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, October. Now we've got a steam train event coming up to Gippsland, going to Sale and Bairnsdale. Now, I'd like to do it. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be doing it. It depends on lots of things at the moment. We'll see how it all pans out. I'll probably have an idea next Wednesday. And oh yes, the old Epping train station. Yeah, haven't been out there yet, mate. I will get out there at some point. But yeah, it's the first time for over 20 years that a steam train has gone to Sale, and I heard it's the first time in like 50 years or something a steam train or the particular class of steam train. I think it's an R class. Is going out to Bairnsdale. So yes, an historical point of view. And g'day, mates. How you going? Welcome aboard. Are you hoping that Christmas present it will be? for Belgrade shuttles. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen somehow this year, mate. I think it's going to happen probably next year. Well, one would hope it would happen next year. And Sam's saying he's riding these sail shuttles. Yeah, I reckon it would be pretty good actually to go and to do that. If I can do it, yeah, it's a lot. It's a fair way. I mean, the accommodation's all right because I can stay with my folks, but it's just the travel up there and the way the cost of fuel is now these days. It's very expensive. Are you going to see it at Berwick? I might. I'm not sure yet. Got to work out the details at the moment, mate. We'll see what happens. Yes, that one is in November. I think November 11th. Yes, I think that's going to be pretty good. But I think everyone's just got to realise too. Now, if it's warm conditions out there, they may not run the steam trains. You just got to remember that, guys, because it's a little bit different down here to what it is in Gippsland. The train lines can buckle a little bit in the heat. And judging by, we might have some warm weather by then, so we'll have to play it by ear and see what happens. But yeah, I really want to do it, but we'll see what happens. It's an historical event because it's a 4-day event. I'm actually hoping it will be a permanent event for like this time of the year, like how they do with the Ballarat shuttles and so forth. So I'm hoping they will do that and see what transpires with that one, and in that way we can get to do lots of stuff out on both sides, Ballarat and Gippsland or Bendigo. I know there's one usually at Easter for the Bendigo. So yeah, I'm hoping the Gippsland one will be a permanent fixture. It would be really good if they can do that. Yes, that's right. Yes, they can get bushfires out there, mate. Yes, most definitely. Um, uh, yes, that's right. We just got to be careful how the weather goes by. And yes, we need to wear sunscreen and the hat. So when we do all these training events, guys, we've got to do that most definitely. And yes, it's very good advice, mate. Very good. And yes, the Rose Festival. Yep. It should be quite interesting, that one. Yeah, I've just got asked this question. Not many tours go out to Gippsland. It's you had the snow train going out to Traralgon. That's usually mid-year. So really, realistically, this is the really first time they're going to have at least 3 type of events in the one year and going out there. So that'd be quite interesting. Yes. Um, yes, I know that situation. Yeah. Yeah, you got to look after yourself and things like that. And the sun now is more dangerous now than it was when I was a kid. So yeah, you got to slip, slop, slap, wear the hat, long sleeves if possible, and Sam's saying, yeah, bandsaw, especially out there, mate, bandsaw. Um, yeah, so we'll hopefully I'll get out there. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll play by ear and see what happens and take it from there. Yeah, there's other train events later on in October being mentioned. Yeah, the Eureka one, and where's the other one? Oh, I think going to Geelong. I think someone will remind me of it. I think it's going out to Geelong. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so there's another 3 events, I think, for October for Steamroll Victoria. So, thanks, mate. Yep. Rail to Sail. Yep. Yeah, that's that Geelong one I just mentioned. And yes, yeah, you just got to cover yourself up, don't you, mate? Yeah. The trains take forever. Well, yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah, sometimes they do. Now, have I done the day out with Thomas? Yes, I have. I've done that one. Did that one last year, mate. Won't be doing that this year. But I don't know, I might do a photo shoot for that one, not so much a video. So we'll see what happens there. And no, I won't be doing that one. Yeah, I won't be doing that one. I know you guys will be doing that one. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I just couldn't remember. There might be 4 events over October, but yeah, I won't be doing that one. Too far for me to do that one. Yes, yeah, you can do that one. But yeah, I think more people go to that Gippsland one, the better, because if it's highly successful, people will, yeah, it will be an annual event. Fingers crossed. So yeah, there's some steam train events coming up in October. I've got plenty of video footage of drone footage coming up over October, and plenty of other videos. I may be doing another walkabout. I've got a video set up, not just quite yet, for Dandenong Park. I did walk about a month ago. Excuse me. And yeah, I'm going to do that one. I'll put that probably in the special events playlist, and so that probably be much later on, maybe later on in October. And also, too, guys, don't forget daylight savings starts this Sunday. So we got to put our clocks forward by 1 hour. So instead of being 4:10 at the moment, it would be 5:10 in the afternoon. So yes, don't forget about that one, guys. Daylight savings in Victoria, New South Wales, and Tasmania. The rest of Australia doesn't have daylight savings, and I'm pretty certain Darwin don't. So we'll be back to about 500 different time zones in the country again for the summer for the next 6 months. Yeah. It's daylight savings. Don't know why we don't have it here. Yeah, I don't really understand the reason why you don't have it there either. It's got me a little bit bamboozled why that happens. But yeah, it's a bit strange how they work it out. But yeah, as I said, 500 different time zones in Australia. Just charming, isn't it? Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, it's been a busy month for me. And yes, yeah, Brisbane's another one. Yeah, Brisbane's another one. I think South Australia and I know Western Australia is definitely one they don't have daylight savings. But yeah, it's been a pretty busy month actually. Doing videos. A lot of the videos I did back in August, so I'm playing catch up. There will be a blitz on my long videos probably mid-October, so there could be 7 to 10 videos each day, just for me to basically catch up on a lot of the videos because there's a lot of backlog videos I want to get done and get it done before the end of the year. The month of the review has been pretty successful. The last three ones, the three I've done, haven't been too successful, unfortunately. But been successful, but I wouldn't say not like the live ones I've done in the past. At the moment, this is live. As I said, for the people who came in late, this is a bit of a dry run for the podcast. I'm planning to do probably in a few weeks. I'm still working out all the details. It would probably be an hour podcast to have people on the program for people who don't want to show their face and things like that. I think what I'll do would if people do want to show their face, they're quite welcome to do that. But if people don't want to do that, that's fine. As host of the program, I won't. But you already know what I look like anyway. So, but yeah, it would be really great to do something like that for people who are not so confident of doing live stuff. And I will do a face live one for the monthly review. Would probably be December. Like I did last year, and I might have a few people on that one. I'll see what happens. But for the podcast itself, I want to do something like that at some point. As I said, I'm still working out the details, how I'm going to go about, what day I'm going to do it. It may be a Thursday evening. I might do it. I don't really know yet. I'm, as I said, working out the details. And this being a bit of a dry run too, guys. So far, I think it's been all right. You can always leave a comment down below after when I'm finished here, what you think of doing a podcast and having people on. It would be really good. A lot of people are chatting here, so I'm just looking through the chats at the moment. And okay, mate, you're heading off, going to have some dinner. Okay, yep, no worries. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining, mate. I really appreciate that. And hopefully we'll catch up at some point, somewhere along the line. Excuse me for the punt, but yeah, thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. Yes. Yeah, there's about lots of time zones in Australia when daylight saving starts, unfortunately, and it can be quite annoying, to be honest, especially if you're flying interstate a fair bit. And yes, excuse me, losing my voice. That's what happens when you talk about for about 46 minutes. Just excuse me for a minute, guys. I'm just going to have a drink of water. That's a bit better. City Circle. Is that a tram or train you're doing? Yeah, Sam. A few people know what I look like. Wouldn't do a video. Audio is okay with me. Yeah, and that's what I mean, mate. I think the audio for a lot of people would feel a bit more comfortable. I don't mind being live, showing my face, but I think sometimes the audio can be a lot more better, to be honest. I'm still making a video for my 100 subscribers. Oh, that's excellent, mate. Well done. Thank you. Hopefully you do quite well on your channel. Let me know when you put it on. I'll definitely have a bit of a look there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the City Circle. It's all right. I'm rolling down the chat list here because I've been talking about the videos. I haven't really paid much attention on the chat list. What day would I do podcast. Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm still working out the details about that, mate. It may be during the week. Obviously, there'll be plenty of announcements of it when I do start doing it, and if you like, I could throw you a link if you want to be on at some point. It's all right. I'm just going down the chats here. Yep, everyone's just talking to everyone. Um, yeah, so yeah, just let me know, guys, what you think of. I mean, this is just a dry run, and obviously, when I do the podcast, I'll have one or two people on, and as I said, the show would probably go for about an hour. Because yeah, we can just talk about different topics. We can talk about steam trains. We can talk about drones. We can talk about a little bit what's going on in the world. I don't care for politics. I'm not a big fan of politics, so I'm not really interested in talking about politics unless it's something dramatic. Um, Live interaction would be great. Yeah. From a previous experience, a live show is probably better. Yes, it would be. Interaction would be great. Yep. And from the chat to ask questions like what I'm currently doing at the moment. Yeah, and that's what I sort of want to do, so people can ask people questions who I have on the show, guests and things like that. I mean, there's plenty of live face video ones out there. I follow quite a few. Tammy Jean's one I follow. Dominic, which is Northside Hawk. When he's on live, I follow him. Grumpy Globber, which is Lloyd's channel. Yeah, it's quite a few I actually follow, and yeah, I sort of want to do something a little bit more different outside the box to compare to everyone else. And as I said, to have people on the show, and as I said, you don't have to show your face. It could be just like this. It's totally up to you. It's your call. Obviously, you'll have to get StreamYard to do that, which is for free. StreamYard's for free, as long as you've got an email and everything like that. And I followed one on the channel, used to do a good game show. Oh yeah, yeah, they do great game shows in Japan, don't they? They come up with a lot of interesting stuff, don't they? I actually find quite interesting some of their game shows. But yeah, it be a different form, like a different format to what a lot of people are so accustomed to. And try and find this. Okay. Try and find this. Discontinued. Okay. Is that on social media? You are referring to there. That'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I think I've done all right so far, guys. I think I usually my monthly reviews I normally do. I do usually pretty good. But I like to interact with people as much as I can, and it's always good to have that audience out there to do this. And I've had a huge amount of subscribers over the last month. I'm over almost, I think 760 now. So it's a huge. I've done quite well in 12 months, and I really enjoy doing my videos and to showcase to everyone what Melbourne or Australia can provide for people from overseas, because I do have a lot of overseas people who do watch my channel, and yeah, it's quite good. I really enjoy it, and it's just been a fantastic ride so far to show you guys what you can do on YouTube, basically, and it's just really good. So yeah, well, my month for review, I've done all my videos. As I said, it was a big month, a huge month uh, for my channel. But as I said, we'll do a blitz on some of the longer videos mid next month in October. And don't forget tonight. I think I've got it down for 7 p.m. It's just an ordinary release of drone footage of the Tate set with the A2986 at Monash Drive in Dandenong South. That comes out tonight. And as I said, I've got a lot of drone stuff. Now, you'll probably notice some of my videos again a little bit earlier now. I'm going to have a standard time very soon. So when my videos do come out, they're going to be exactly that time every time. So I've just working around the numbers at the moment in regards to that. And just looking down through the chat here at the moment. You're up to 373. Yeah, you're getting there, mate. You're definitely getting there. There's no doubts about that. And you're very popular too amongst the train people. Everyone knows you. It's a bit like me. Everyone knows me. Any plans for your new video? Is that for me, or were you talking to someone else in the chat? 7 is a good time. Yeah, I think it's a good time too. I really do. I think it's an important time. Daylight savings, I don't know how it's going to work, and yeah, we'll muck around with it. Any plans for my new video? And you're talking to me. If you're referring to my new video, it's coming out tonight. No particular plans. It's just an ordinary release. It's no worldwide premiere. When I do these premieres, it's got to be a really good video or something like that. That's when I'll turn on the worldwide premiere. But yeah, nothing too spectacular. It's just drone footage I will be doing. I think it was pretty good. So actually, as I said just before earlier, I know you probably missed this, but the video itself, it's 3 minutes long. It's just the take set with the train going back down to Dandenong. I took on Saturday. It's the first time I've actually done a drone video for a while of a steam train. I would like to get back to that point at some point because that's when I virtually started with the, I think it was the Ballarat shuttles in 2021. I did the drone footage, and it was pretty successful, I think. So, yeah, Sam's an excellent, yeah, he's just excellent, Sam, with these videos. And I try to, yeah, I'll try and promote his videos as much as I can in my community. As you could probably I put a new song up on my channel. Yeah, I'll have a look at that, definitely. When I get off, I'll be getting off very shortly. Yeah, videos, yeah. It depends on the video, Sam. I think that, it depends on your location. See, with my drone videos, I like to try and keep them about 3:30. And with the steam train stuff, I like to try and keep under 20 minutes. And of course, oh yeah, just before I do go, people may be wondering about my season two. Now, I haven't done an episode 4 yet. I'm going to do an episode 4 soon, but it's only going to be a 5-part series this season. And I think I've got on my community the a short list of poll to do in the regards of what you guys want to see. But I think it's up on my community. And so, yeah, so have a look at that, guys. But yeah, Sam, your videos are quite good. I really enjoy them. Okay, mate, you've got to go. No worries. You take it easy, mate. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate that, mate. And hopefully we'll catch up with you soon, mate. And he's going to edit his videos. That's good. Sam enjoys his videos, editing the video. My kids fast over a new song. Oh, okay then. It feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it, Father's Day? Which is quite good. And yeah, just before I do go, I actually went to the tulip farm up in the Sylvan area, which is just behind the Dandenong Ranges here in Victoria, Australia. And yep, no worries, mate. See you later, mate. Take it easy. And yeah, I went with my wife and people who do know me on social media. Put a lot of photos up, and I put some photos up in the community too today. And yeah, it wasn't bad, but not not worth the price what they're asking for. You know, like $32 to see that. And I thought it was actually quite bigger, but no, it wasn't. It's quite small. And me and my wife were a little bit disappointed about it, but it was good to go. You know, it was good to go out. And as I said just before earlier, I would have been at the Gold Coast with my wife. She's up there at the moment, but yeah, just couldn't afford it at the moment. And that's what I mean about going to the Gippsland sale train event. Yeah, depends on the finances. We'll see how it all pans out. And then you have a bird in the flight in the picture. Yes, actually, there's a video coming up soon. It's Cranbourne, and I caught that particular bird again in the video, so you will see that. I did a drone video up there a little while ago, a few weeks ago actually, and yeah, that's my biggest problem at the moment. I've got crows just jumping around everywhere. Got all sorts of birds floating around. So, but yeah, guys. Yeah, well, I've been over here for an hour. Gee, I've talked this long. Wow. Um, I hope you enjoyed the monthly review in audio form. As I said, this is a bit of a dry run. Yeah, as I said, just leave your comments down below, guys, when you see this video. I know this will be, it will come on my channel later on, I think. So, yeah, just tell me what you think of a potential podcast. As I said, if I'm going to start one, it may be this year if I get everything together. If not, I might do one or two type of podcast shows before I start it a weekly type of program. So we'll see how it goes. Yes, thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting month for October. We'll definitely see what happens. Yeah, as I said, I like to get to the sale event or Gippsland. But yeah, I'll just have to wait and see what happens there, guys. Um, but anyway, but as I said, guys, I really appreciate you popping in to say hello to me for the monthly review of September, audio format only. And I hope it's been very entertaining. And hopefully, if it's successful, we might do another one of these type of formats in October. But I'll probably do another Face Live event at sometime in October. So, as I said, you've seen my ugly mush a few times. So, but yeah, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you joining today. And just before I go, I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers and my existing ones who follow my channel. And as I keep saying to people, I like to try to bring out the best product I can possibly can, and it's just an enjoyment to do this for you guys. I really enjoy it. So yeah, I better let you guys go. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. I was going to do this at 5 o'clock, but decided no, we'll get this out the way because there's things I need to do and things like that. So yeah. So thanks guys very much for joining, and I'll sign off now. And as I said, just leave a comment what you think of this today's audio format. And for anyone that's joining me for the first time, as I always say, if you're new to the channel, press like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and press like and all that jazz. You know the drill. And thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate your support. And we'll catch up with you guys soon. We'll do another monthly review at the last week of October. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. See you soon, guys. Bye.